Welcome to Wanderplay. In this very chatty review and flip through of the Sacred Sites Oracle cards, written by Barbara Meiklejohn-Free. Sorry, Barbara. Not sure how to pronounce that, but there it is. We can read it as well. With Flavia Kate Peters. With illustrious illustrations by Yuri Leitch. I will admit, the reason that I have this is because I've been reading Yuri Leitch's Gwyn ap Neath book, the expanded edition, and his art and his spirit just speaks to me so much. It's just his adventurous, like, Pepe Sylvia level red string love and passion for researching this stuff and creating art about it just is everything. So this deck was mentioned in that book and I was like, I am not sure if it is currently being printed, but I was able to buy a brand new one on like a certain site. So I'll do a little bit more research on where you can find this if you would like to get it, but it is lovely, and I can very much see that this is going to be a mainstay within my practice. Yes, it's a very busy, lovely spring day in my neighborhood, so there will be a lot of noise. Lovely guidebook. The guidebook is an absolute delight. And I was very excited by the fact that this was printed by Watkins Publishing, which was founded in 1893. The reason that means something to me is because my maiden name, oh wow, yeah, it's a wild day out there. People are having a good time. We hope they're having a good time. My maiden name is Watkins. So my current surname at the minute, my married surname, because I did want to take my partner's name, is different. So I'm not like doxing myself, but I am a Watkins originally. So that meant a lot to me. So these cards are separated directionally. So we have sacred sites to the north that are grouped together, to the east, south, and west. And then there is also a power card that is not directional because it is very central, and that is Mecca. So very cool setup there. A lot of wonderful recommendations for setting up sacred space for readings in here, and for visiting a site in person, as well as visiting a sacred site, you know, within like the astral plane or your imagination, like taking that journey there, which these cards are very helpful for doing. As well, it's very lovely because the meanings of the card, because you know how we have like in a tarot spread, past, present, future. The cards themselves, starting from the bottom, so the images in the bottom of the card is the lower world, which is the past, and that has a meaning and a resonance. The images in the middle of the card are the present, the middle world, so that has its own meaning and resonance, and then it ties all together in the upper world, which is the potential, or you could see that as a future at the top. So this is a deck that your reading can be a single card, so you can pull that card out and you could spend hours, honestly, meditating upon that, connecting with that site, and then doing further research. It's absolutely wonderful. So that's that. I've been having so much fun. Of course, I wanted to do a proper unboxing where I take the plastic off it and do that, but this, I could not wait. And because I got it while I was ill and didn't have a voice, it was, I was like, I'm not waiting. So no, I have opened this and I have been playing with it and working with it for a while now. And I'm actually glad that I have, so that way in this video I can actually tell you how the cards work. So this isn't a first impression, but I wanted to share that I've also had a lot of fun doing stuff, combining these cards with my Brady Tarot, with my Wildwood Tarot, and with my Druidcraft Tarot. I'm excited. I have a future reading planned that I'd initially wanted to get done on, here, we'll start looking at cards. Yeah, there we go. That I initially wanted to get done on the new moon in Taurus, but instead I ended up realizing it was the right time for my initiation ceremony into Obod, or the Order of Bards, Ovates, and Druids. So there will be a video coming up where I discuss my path to Druidry and my upcoming Druidic path. So there will be Druid content on this channel soon. I am not stopping with my witchcraft for my Druid path, because you can be a Druid and a witch, and in fact some Druids employ witchcraft. So there's going to be videos on both and the interplay of the two, and I'm very excited because this has been a moment in the making for me for a long time. But that being said, a reading will be forthcoming in the next week or so, hopefully. This is a glossy finish, so we do have the glare. We know about the glare. So I have to really be conscious of how I'm holding this. But just look at that. I love it. Yuri's art is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I might do a video showing, I got his coloring book, his Ogham Grove coloring book as well. It's fantastic because it's hardcover. I mean, I'm embarrassed to show my terrible coloring jobs, but like, it's a wonderful way to learn the Ogham and connect with it. I mean, just look at these. And I love our sun and moon here. There's also a little mark at the top that tells you the direction. So this is north. So you know what direction the card is speaking of. This is one of my favorites. I didn't even know. Most of these I didn't even know about, to be perfectly honest. So this is just a wonderful way to learn about sacred places and other cultures, and of course to sit there and daydream about all these trips you want to make, because now I want to go everywhere. And I love it as well because this is it's open faith, so there are sacred sites from all different religious paths, and they are all treated with respect. So we love to see that, because that is the ethos that I choose to embody, because I am done with dogma and excluding people. Let's be open. I love openness. I love celebrating the family of humanity and all of the vast array of cultural narratives. Yes, love it. Let's do that. Oh yeah, this made me excited. Pretty sure this is to do with the Magi. The Magi were a little secret path into my starting to softly tread in the direction of esotericism and the occult. You know, what was available to someone raised in a very evangelical Christian situation. Like, Magi are mentioned in the birth of Christ, and I'm like, that feels like something I could go for. I'm not 100% that's what that is, but I feel like it is related. Look at that. Oh my word. Okay, so are we still in the north? Okay, yeah, so we've just completed the north, and now, oh my word. East. No, west. Oh my gosh. I am working on my directional skills, so I'm just going to shut my mouth about that. But there we go, the Acropolis. I mean, how can you not love this? I mean, you can, I guess, really here for this. You know, I'm a Taurus rising. We got some horns. I'm excited. Also, some titties. I'm here for that too. Ooh. This one was interesting because the first time I drew a card from this deck, it was this card, and I was like, oh, that's heavy. What? And then it opened up a whole other portal realm of mystery to me, which is what these cards do. Honestly, this is a deck that you can really just dig into, and it exposes you to all sorts of different interesting pathways. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, I'll go a little quicker. I'm very chatty today. I'll admit, I am super excited and high off of my initiation, which I did earlier today. And really just feeling that absolute joy of Alan and being like, I'm finally doing it. I'm doing it. Like, this honestly is a lifetime in the making, just as engaging in my magical practice was. I am so excited and happy about where I've ended up, and I'm so excited and happy to share that with you all. Because honestly, I feel that the more voices are out there talking about their deconstruction of faith and finding their own path, the better it is. Because I know that a lot of my starting points of finding freedom within myself to be my true self occurred from the voices of others who had found that to do so, and it being like, no, you don't have to just adhere to a dogma. You don't have to be caged in something. You can be very free and loving. So I am happy to share that part of my journey with anybody who needs to hear it. And just to celebrate magic and celebrate nature and celebrate everything. I'm so excited. Just very happy. Look at that. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. It's just, oh, Yuri. You feel his Alan, his inspiration, just really, his art is so gentle and detailed. I just really appreciate it. I don't know a lot. I know that he's friends with the author of this, Miss Barbara, whose last name I'm afraid to try again. Not really familiar with her, but I will say that I have enjoyed what she has written. So, like, fantastic. And I'm assuming that if she's buddies with Yuri, then I'm down for it. I mean, I'm sure I'll look into her more, but I've had a wonderful time with her writing and with her co-writer as well in there. But yeah, really, if this at all tickles your fancy, I suggest trying to track one down. I will put the best links I can find, at least for in the United Kingdom and in the US, as to where to get these. But honestly, if you feel at all drawn to it, go for it, because this is definitely a deck that you can really dig into. It can really become a fantastic tool within your practice, whatever your practice is. Just having that sense of place and connecting with place is just beautiful, whether that's in person or just in spirit. And these cards are like little doorways that invite you in, and I think that is fantastic. And I honestly would not have known this existed. That's why I want to share it. Unless I had not written, I didn't write it. I wish I had. Read Yuri's Gwyn ap Neith book, which I'm only about a third of the way through, but it is lighting my fire. My fire is lit. Oh, these are just they're so deep. Like, just a glance at the card, you can just look at the image for an hour because there's so much going on. there's so much symbolism and place and lore and story and mythology and religion like tied into each of these cards that honestly you could spend a month on a card. You could spend a lifetime on learning about a card. Really neat, and I think such a unique deck. I am so happy that the universe decided to let me know that it existed. Sorry, it's still healing from my illness, so the voice comes and goes, if you know what I mean. And allergies aren't helping as well. Just beautiful. I grew up near Mount Shasta, the first part of my childhood, so that, I don't think that I've been there, but I think I've seen it from far off. So that's, I'll be excited whenever I draw that and get to connect there. Just absolutely beautiful. Oop, and here's our power card, Mecha. Absolutely gorgeous. Card stock is nice. It's a lovely shuffle because I will say that a benefit to a glossy finish is that you get that slip. Woo! So it's easier for the card that needs to jump out to you to jump out. So that is lovely. Decent thickness. It's a quality card, should stand the test of time. I guess we'll end on this image because that's what we grabbed. But anyway, 100% recommend. Awesome. I'm so glad that I found it. And I am hoping to the next week. I've been working on a reading. Like, as in I've done some of the cards have been drawn, but others haven't. And I've been meditating on that to share with you all. So hopefully that will come out within the next week. But that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.